Alright, so I'm starting to work on some of these chassis cars. But I know at some point I want to put sound in some of them. Soundtraxx makes a decoder called Soundcar, and I've got a 1-inch speaker in it and 4 holes drilled underneath, and then the pickups are the 33-inch Athearn Genesis with the rolling bearings. But going forward, most of the other ones I've been doing lately are the tangents. And I think I like those a little bit better, even though the bearings don't turn. So what you have to do, or how they work, is you'll pull up a locomotive. I'm going to put in 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Track power's on. Now, normally I put the decoder on the roof, and I would just, there's a reed switch you have to hit. But in this case, since I'm going to have a load on top of that black styrene, that would be most likely too far away. I really don't want to mess with it. So the side that has the brake wheel, about somewhere in this area, that's the sound of the brake releasing. Then you press F8 4 times. You get that air release sound. Now it's consisted to the locomotive address 1234. When I start to give it some throttle, the engine would be pulling this. And so you get what's called the clickety-clack and the flange squeal. You can adjust the probability, the volumes, anything you want. If you've got livestock, you can enable that for, I believe, cows or sheep. When I apply the brakes, you hear the brake shoes engage. And then it's, if you have the brake rate on the Soundcar set as the same brake rate in the engine on a Tsunami too, then the engine and the car will stop at exactly the same time. If I release my brakes, you'll hear the air bleed off. And then to release it from the consist, well, let's see. Well, the address of the car is 03. I'm probably going to change it to the last four digits. There's really no reason to access the car directly like you do a locomotive, simply because what I showed you is all you have to do. But if I were to pull up on address 3, it's got every sound that most decoders have. So it's very versatile. It has a bell, several different horns. If it's a refrigerator car, you can set it to automatically come on, or you can control it with F9, and you'll just hear the startup of what that would sound like. So now that I want to remove it from the consist, all I have to do is run the magnet, and that's the sound of the brake wheel being turned. And then after that, it's removed from the consist. So if I turn up the locomotive, say I just uncoupled, want to pull away, then you can do that and the car will remain silent.